and all surrounding areas, you have tuned in to the free-range human show of choice, your daily dose of reality radio. It starts now. This is the Clay Edwards Show. I am, of course, Clay Edwards. Good morning. You know, I was thinking, maybe it's at a reality radio. Since y'all love Facebook so much, I'm looking in the mirror. Maybe we'll call it Real Talk Radio. Probably a better description. Sometimes it feels like we're in one of those hashtag Real Talk groups. The biggest dumpster fire of all of them, of course, is the one ran by those idiots in Byram. Still kicked out of that one. But hey, as life goes. The Rankin County Real Talk group is running a close second. I tell you, I spend hours just reading the stupidity in those things, and I've gotten dumber because of it. I am not smarter because of Real Talk groups. I can confirm that. Hi, man. Look, good morning. Hey, real quick, man, I just want to, here's a little promo here. I normally read the ad breaks after the second one, but I ordered something from Take a Break Deliveries last night, and I just got to talk about it real quick. What a great service Take a Break Deliveries is. Phenomenal. So I've been craving pizza. I've seen there's some new pizza places that have popped up on the app, and I'm like, I always want to try some new pizza. Maybe they're good, maybe they're not, whatever. But I went with Lost Pizza out there in Brandon. It's right by my house, so I know it's going to be fresh. And good Lord, I mean, it can't get a whole lot better. Lost Pizza, if you're listening, the Clay Edwards Show would love to have you as a sponsor. I'm probably your number one customer already. Anyway, I digress. I ordered my pizza. And I jump in the shower real quick. And I forgot to add ranch to the order. I want some ranch for my pizza. Because who doesn't eat ranch with pizza? And I'd be dang if, long story short, I was like, well, as soon as I get out of the shower, it takes about 45 minutes usually to get your food. So as soon as I get out of the shower, I'll text Keith, the guy that owns Take a Break, and be like, hey, will you get him to add some ranch to my order? Man, in the 20 minutes it took me to get through hosing my big butt down, I got out of the shower, and I got the notification that the driver was within 3 minutes of the house with the pizza. So I ended up just using some regular old Hidden Valley that I had in the fridge instead of the good homemade ranch at Lost Pizza. But it ended up being a great pizza. Phenomenal. And it got there in basically 25 minutes. And the time it took me to get in the shower and get out and put on some clothes, my food was there. So you can't beat that kind of service. So look, download the Take a Break Deliveries app. From your favorite app store, or if you don't do the app thing, just go to the computer. TakeABreakDeliveries.com. The discount code yesterday was $4 off on the promo, on the delivery fee. You can't beat that. I think it was, it don't matter what the code was. It's not good today. But if you download the app, they send out, and you sign up for notifications, they send out a discount code, promo code, whatever you want to call it, every day. So you can save $3-4. It's worth it. It's worth it. I mean, it's good, locally owned, veteran owned food delivery service. So I guess that's more of a testimonial this morning than it was a promo read, but I just needed to get that off my chest. And hey, look, man, if you're looking for somewhere to go eat lunch today or dinner tonight, I implore you to go check out Raymond Farmers Market right out there in Raymond on Main. I guess it's not Main Street, it's Hines Boulevard. 205 Hines Boulevard. It's right there across the street from the football stadium and all that, right as the 4-lane turns into 2-lane, they're right there on the right if you're coming from Highway 18. Go through the big major intersection there. The softball fields and baseball fields are on your right, and just keep going down. You'll see it there. But tonight is barbecue night. I mean, pulled pork, ribs, sausage, the whole 9 yards. It should be phenomenal. I have not got a chance to try the barbecue yet, but, man, it looks phenomenal. And then tomorrow night, of course, catfish night. And, hey, look, man, go ahead and make reservations now for Saturday. It's Father's Day weekend. If my daughter is listening, Daddy would like one of these 3-pound tomahawk ribeyes from Raymond Farmers Market. So make that happen. You owe me one. You know you owe me one after yesterday. So I think I want my 3-pound tomahawk ribeye. Anyway, so call, make reservations, or just go online, RaymondFarmersMarket.com, and you can make your reservations for Father's Day weekend at Raymond Farmers Market tonight. Tomorrow night's catfish night, and then, of course, Saturday night is steak night. All right, well, look, welcome into the show. I didn't really mean to go all ad reads there to open the show, but I just wanted to get that off my chest. I think it's important as fathers, and just frankly, somebody who likes good food. Look, I was watching Salty Cracker last night. And look, if you're not watching Salty Cracker do his live streams, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Don't watch it around the kids. The content is not kid friendly. We'll just say that. But the truth is ugly. I was listening to Kim Wade yesterday, kind of backtrack a little bit, and he kind of said the same thing. It's like, all of our journeys are a little bit different. All of our fights and all of our relationships and with God everybody's is different. Mine is here on the front lines, and sometimes you got to get ugly. Sometimes you got to punch a Nazi in the face. And that's where I'm at in my journey with God is punching left-wing Nazis in the face. So anyway, Salty brought a good point. He's like, it feels like everybody in the Biden administration is gay. Gay folks or LGBTQ, LMNOP, BLM plus pedophile only make up 3% of the population in America, which I think even seems a little high, to be honest, or low, depending on what day of the week you ask me. But they make up 100% of the Biden administration. Are these really the people that you want to be the front-facing figures of your brand, LGBTQ, LMNOP, BLM, plus pedophile people? Purple-haired fondant baristas? Is this the LGBTQ people you want to be the torchbearers of your brand? Karine Jean-Pierre has officially taken the championship belt of stupidity and being the worst diversity hire of all time from Kamala Harris. She makes Kamala Harris look competent. Hell, she makes me look competent. And that's saying something. I get on here and stumble through my words all the time. I think I've already done it twice this morning. But you know what? I'm not the White House spokesperson. I'm just a guy that rambles on the radio. Jean-Pierre, first gay black White House spokesperson, her words, not mine, is terrible. And we're just going to play a little clip here because I just think it just bears hearing it. And I apologize for ruining y'all's morning with this. But this is Peter Doocy asking her a question about the stock market a couple of days ago. And it's just so bad. I'm not going to play the whole thing. There's about a minute of it here.
Thanks, Karine. President Biden once bragged about the stock market hitting record after record after record on my watch. How about now?
Meaning the stock market?
All the gains from President Biden.
Y'all should have seen the look on her face. You mean the stock market? Well, let me flip to my notes.
Time in office have been wiped out.
So, as you know, we're watching closely. We know families are concerned about inflation in the stock market. That is something that the president is really aware of. And so, look, we face global challenges. We've talked about this. We're not the only country dealing with what we're seeing at the moment as it relates to inflation. Putin's price hike, inflation coming out of a once in a generation global pandemic. All of those things play a factor. But the way that we see this is that the American people are well positioned to face these challenges because of the economic historic gains that we have made under this president in the last 16 months.
Okay, so as you say that Americans are well positioned to weather this stock market decline, what is the president's message to somebody who might want to retire, but their 401k is getting wiped out?
So we know that high prices are having a real effect on people's lives. We get that, and we are incredibly focused on doing everything that we can to make sure that the economy is working for every American people. But we are coming out of the strongest job market in American history, and that matters. And that a lot of that is thanks to the American Rescue Plan, which only Democrats voted for that. Republicans did not, and it led to this economic boom, this historic.
Printing more money and injecting it into the economy is not an economic boom, by the way. That is why we have the inflation that we have. I'm not an economist, but I know enough. I listen to Mike Madison, dang it. So I am well versed on this subject. And printing more money is not an economic boom. Just throwing that out there. Let's finish this for a second.
Economic boom that we're seeing
Didn't it
with
also
jobs.
lead to historic inflation?
No, that is
No.
not. That is not how we're seeing the American Rescue Plan. Look, the president came in. We have to remember what the president walked into. When he walked into this administration, the economy was at a standstill. Schools were closed. Businesses were shutting down. 20 million
because
people
the Democrats
were on unemployment insurance benefits. That is what he walked into, and he took action. He got the American Rescue Plan done. Only Democrats voted for it, and it helped turn the economy around, including getting more than 200 million people vaccinated, having a comprehensive vaccination plan.
What does the vaccine, which seems to be working very well for its creator, what does that have to do with rebounding the economy?
That was not in place when he walked into the administration.
Okay, and then quickly, is the president running for re-election?
He has, first of all, let's reset for a second. I cannot talk about elections. I cannot be a political analyst from here, or the midterms or anything like that, or including 2024. The president, as you know, has been asked that question many times, and he has answered it. His answer has been pretty simple, which is yes, he's running for re-election. I can't say more than that.
Hey, Sean Hannity here.
I sure hope he does run for re-election. And funny, I didn't plan on talking about the Sean Hannity stuff today. But Sean Hannity and Mike Madison put another dollar in the Mike Madison was right tip jar. He's been calling Sean Hannity out for a while, and it has now leaked that Sean Hannity was texting President Trump or Donald Trump Jr. or one of them after January 6th and saying, "Pardon Hunter Biden" on the way out the door. Mr. Hannity, you sure have earned your CIA lapel pin, my friend. I'm glad I quit watching Hannity a long time ago. Tucker is the only person over at Fox News worth listening to. Kayleigh McEnany, Greg Gutfeld. Okay, maybe not the only, but Hannity, you've made the list. You're a traitor. Pardon Hunter Biden for what? For what? What would you pardon? You ain't got to pardon him. Nobody's ever going to do anything to him. Well, we're fighting a war over in Ukraine right now. Or we're not fighting it by proxy anyway. All right, look, man, you're listening to the Clay Edwards Show. We got Anson B. Walker with the Walker Lifestyle coming up here shortly. And I got a few other things I want to get into before we jump into that with Anson. You're listening to the Clay Edwards Show.
America, you love your country, so it goes without saying that you also love your ride. And Auto Armor in Flowood wants to help you make that ride shine. Auto Armor in Flowood is Central Mississippi's premier automotive detail and ceramic coating shop, servicing any type of vehicle, including ATVs, boats, and more. Need just a quick detail or paint correction? Auto Armor can make it happen. But if you're set to hit the road in a blaze of glory while flying the old red, white, and blue, Auto Armor should be your first and last call to give your ride a full ceramic coating. Auto Armor is locally owned and operated by the loud and proud American patriot Clay Edwards. Auto Armor also proudly backs the blue, all military and first responders. So don't forget to ask for your discount. Call 601-260-0858. 601-260-0858. Or stop in today, fellow Americans. Auto Armor is located at 4394 Mangum Drive in Flowood. Online at AutoArmorMS.com. Auto Armor, unapologetically American.
All right, welcome back into the Clay Edwards Show. This segment is going to be brought to you by Any, Many, Mighty Mo. How about Mack Hike, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram? Speaking of which, if you want to contact us this morning, the Mack Hike, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Flowood phone line is 601-879-0002. And if you are in the market for a new, if you're in the market for a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, go see Mack Hike of Flowood. If you are in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle of all different makes and models, they've got one of the largest inventories in the Southeast, right over there on Lakeland Drive, right at Airport Road. Mack Hike, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Flowood. You can check them out online at Mack Hike, CDJRF.com. And go in there and tell my buddy Corey McDonald, Abe Morris, Parker, and Brandon hello. Tell them you heard it on the Clay Edwards Show. All right. In the studio, I've got the one, the only, the front-facing person. Maybe that's a joke from the earlier segment. Anyway, I got Anson B. Walker in the studio with me with the Walker lifestyle. Anson, a couple things. I teased something I want to talk about this morning on my little pre-show TikTok that I do. Yeah. Let me cut your mic on. I'm sorry.
There we go.
I teased something I wanted to talk about this morning, and this week makes the 1 year anniversary of me quitting my job and diving into being self-made, self-employed, cancel-proof.
Right.
All on my own. And I'd be lying if I said it's been all rainbows and butterflies.
That's right.
It's been a struggle. I mean, there's been good too. I mean, it's self-employment, the American dream.
Yep. It's the pulse.
Yeah, the second you pay your bills for 1 month, you just immediately worry about how you're going to do it the next month. And and I love it. I'll go down swinging. Before I go back to work for somebody else. I mean, not that I'm saying I'm above that. I'm sure it'll happen. Well, I hope it doesn't happen, but if it does, it does.
Yeah.
But with all that said, getting back to working out, I'm gonna tie this into working out.
You're good, man. You're
getting
good.
back to, but the stress that comes with that.
Yeah.
I have found I can carve a lot of that stress off. I can round that edge hitting those weights.
Yeah.
And it lets you free your head up a little bit, and it's been very, very good for me the last month, 6 weeks that I've been back lifting weights, and it's making me better. And the other stuff I do,
Absolutely.
not just physically, but mentally.
Yeah, Clay. It's people when I use the term lifestyle, the Walker lifestyle. That's because that's what I'm talking about. It's not just, I hit the gym 45 minutes a day. I missed yesterday. Then I'm hitting. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about making an appointment with yourself every day for 45 minutes to an hour to hour and 15 minutes. And if you will do that, if you will hit them weights like we're talking about or hit the resistance, those machines like we're talking about, it's going to do twice as much for your mind than it's going to do for your body. Okay. So it's going to help your mental health. Okay. 100%. Then it's going to help your physical health 100%. And then slowly, surely, you're going to get off these prescription drugs that you're 45 years old and you're on 4 prescription drugs. That's horse crap, okay? That's what you've been told to believe is normal, and that's not normal, but yet that is 80% of all Mississippians, dude. We're on 4.5 prescription drugs a month, 45, 50-year-old males. Come on, guys.
That's crazy.
It is.
On the Guns and Gear text line, we just got a great question here. And sometimes me and Anson just get to talking so much that we kind of forget to plug what Anson does.
That's right.
He's such a great conversation. Anson, somebody said, does Mr. Walker have his own gym somewhere? So 2 things. Tell them where they can find you.
Yeah.
In person and online.
Yeah. So it's, and man, call me Anson, brother. Anson Walker. I work at Stark Fitness. I'm the fitness director over there. I've been there for 4.5 years now. And I took over the fitness stuff about 2.5 years ago. And it's in Gluckstadt, Stark Fitness and Wellness. And 16,000 square foot gym. It's incredible. You can get a hold to me, 601-927-3208, 601-927-3208, or send me a message on Facebook. I'm the only Anson Walker I know. And then if that's not a reality for you, if Gluckstadt's too far away from you, check out thewalkerlifestyle.com, and I can train you online, which I'm doing a lot of that right now. I've probably got 25 people that I'm actually in conversation with and training weekly online. And that's how I can get to more people, Clay, thewalkerlifestyle.com. And you can speak from a personal experience, man. We're up in that website. The app is coming out in, my guy told me, 45 days or less. We're going to have an app for that. But, dude, thewalkerlifestyle.com will give you all you need to know on nutrition, on fitness, on training, on motivation. You name it, it's on there.
Phenomenal. Hey, I've been using it, but I'll get to a point of frustration with figuring out what to do with these weights. Because, when you're working out at home or at a home gym, whether it's at work or wherever,
yeah,
you feel like you're limited. But Anson's got a lot of stuff on there for home gyms.
Yeah.
Like every day he breaks it into 2 parts. You got your gym workout or your doing this at home workout.
Yeah.
And it's an exercise for every exercise.
And me and you, we got to have a heterosexual deadlift date. I want to show you some form on that. As big and strong as you are, you give me 10 minutes with you on deadlift, it's over, brother.
Yeah. So speaking of that, I went out to that strongman competition.
I saw a couple of texts you sent me.
That Daniel Tate and them had.
Now don't expect that from me.
No, but look, man, talk about no excuses. I think you saw the video where there was the guy paralyzed from the waist down in a wheelchair who had got over onto a bench and did 325, I think.
Yeah.
Then the guy with one leg, I believe he got up to benching 375.
Yes.
Some deadlifts, this, that, and the other. Some of the girls, dude. Now, granted, they were using those 100-pound plates.
Yes.
So they look like wagon wheels.
Yes.
So you're not having to bend all the way over. I mean, not that I think that matters at all, but it looks like it would save my back a little.
Yeah, it will.
But man, there were some girls pulling 415.
God.
And some dudes got up to come in after them, and some of the guys couldn't hit the 415. And that was a conversation that Daniel and I had. I said, man, there's going to be some women there that hurt some men's pride.
That's right. That's right.
Man, 415, dude, I think I pulled a dislocated a vertebrae just watching.
Dude, before my knee replacement, I was doing 475 pretty regular, and I did 405 about a week or 2 weeks ago, and I was proud. Now, I may never get 475 again. That's okay, but at least I got those 4 plates.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm telling you, it's awesome. It was motivating. I mean, between talking to you on Thursday, then I had him in here promoting that, and then went in there Saturday and watched that.
How inspirational is that, watching people that are missing an arm or a leg do that?
So I filmed some of it, and I told you the other day about a guy named Colby I've been following on social media who was paralyzed and he had showed a video of him transitioning from the floor to his wheelchair. And I sent these videos to him, and I got emotional. His response got me emotional.
Yes. Yeah.
And because he was like, man, that's what I needed. He goes, I need to see stuff like that. He's like, that's got me fired up. And I didn't know how he got paralyzed. So we're going to have him on the show here soon.
Okay.
Not going to be able to do it because you can't get up the stairs here, unfortunately.
Right,
but we'll figure it out. I guess we could use the phone. He got shot in Jackson and is paralyzed from the chest down.
God.
And we're going to tell that story. But, I mean, he was a guy that had a mobile detail shop.
Yeah.
Just living his life, father of kids, the whole 9 yards, and got shot in Jackson.
That makes me sick, man.
It does. So when I heard that and I shared that with him, and then I'm looking in the mirror, I'm like, man, this guy here, the highlight of his month is the fact that he's able to transition up from the floor to his wheelchair. Right. He's excited. He's like, yeah, I'm doing it, man. And watching these guys not making any excuses. I'm like, Clay, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we always say that, right? Hashtag no excuses. Hashtag no excuses. That's real, man.
It is. It is. And I think we do, and I'm no different than anybody else, man. I'm good at feeling sorry for myself at times, or my butt behind's dragging. It's Thursday now. I'm on 5 hours of sleep every day. You know what I'm saying? My butt's dragging. But, dude, what you just said, and I got several clients that are in that scenario as well. Brother, I don't have any excuses. I don't. And I love it when I hear stuff like that, because then it hits me right here real hard, and I realize, okay, Anson, let's go. Pity party's over.
It does. Look, that's one of the benefits of having a personal trainer, life coach type guy with Anson, is you're gonna hit that wall where I always say it's where the motivation ends and the dedication has to begin.
That's right.
And
the discipline.
The discipline, that's the word I was looking for. But same thing. Yeah. Discipline, dedication. You can't have one without the other. And you get a guy like Anson, kind of riding you and sending you the daily motivational stuff, and
years ago,
accountability.
Yeah,
you hold people accountable.
Absolutely, brother. And dude, years ago, and we're talking, right after jail, in the military, and I had that conversation with myself. Am I going to be average? Am I going to be ordinary, or am I going to be extraordinary? Am I going to be a difference maker? And I decided to attempt to be a difference maker, and I think we're doing that.
Yeah, look, I was riding in this morning, and it dawned on me. I was like, man, it's been right at a year since I
dude, that's awesome, man.
Left my job, and it's like, all right, man. I was just thinking about some little things. There's a saying, do today what others won't, so tomorrow you can do what others can't.
That's right.
And that's getting up at 5 a.m. every morning.
That's right.
That's driving from Brandon to Flora.
Yeah.
That's doing the radio show. And then it's going to work for 8, 9, 10 hours a day, whatever it is, hitting the reset button. And you catch yourself, and then working out in the evenings now. But that's for me. That's not for anybody else. That's for me. Just for my health and my mental and physical well-being. But you just sit there and you think, and a year's gone by, and it's like, hey man, I'm doing it.
That's right.
It's like, I think you have this vision of what it's going to look like when you quit, or right before you quit, or I not quit. I hate using that word. Change paths.
Yep. Clay, I'll tell you this, man. So, I used to think what it would look like on top of the mountain. When I've arrived and I'm Anson, the superstar world best-selling author.
You never arrive.
Never. And here's what I realized after I broke my back, and I was able to come back to where I am now. No pain, stronger than I've ever been in my life. And I realized, you know what it's about? It's about the daily grind. That's what it's about. And that's what the it factor is doing that grind every day and being consistent with it. And if you can do that for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12, and then pretty much 2, 3, 4 years together, that's when you start winning big in life. When those little positive things that are going good for you become a big thing.
You know, we got to take a break, but I want to close this segment with this. I now understand way better than ever before. It's more than just a hashtag. It's more than just a phrase. I get win the day now.
Yeah.
I really do, because as you start accomplishing these things you wanted to do,
yeah,
it's like, okay, big picture, I'm kind of settled into where I want to be, but how do I strive and get better? And it's just win the day, one day at a time.
That's Clay. That's it, man. And if you can just get up, win the day, okay, win the week, win the month, that's when the really stark transformation stuff starts to happen. The extraordinary stuff starts to happen when you can be consistent.
Exactly. All right, you're listening to the Clay Edwards Show. This is our weekly Walker Lifestyle segment with Anson B. Walker. You can find him online at thewalkerlifestyle.com, and we'll be right back on 103.9 WYAB. Hey, also real quick, if you want to call in, the Matt Kiker Flowwood phone line, 601-879-0002. The Guns and Gear text line, 769-241-1944. Show. We are live here on 103.9 WYAB. If you want to call in, the Matt Kiker Flowwood phone line, 601-879-0002. The Guns and Gear text line is 769-241-1944. And I'm joined here today by Mr. Anson B. Walker. And Anson's with the WalkerLifestyle.com. Hey, Anson, real quick, before we get into the Ansonisms, did you see where the one, the only, the creator of COVID SARS-2 and its vaccine, Mr. Anthony Fauci, caught the COVID?
I heard.
100% totally safe and effective, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's all so silly to me now.
I've decided that they're actually referring to COVID, not the vaccine, when they say 100% totally safe and effective.
Exactly. Agreed.
I just needed to, I couldn't let the whole show go without throwing a little salt on Fauci.
Well, I've had COVID once that I know for sure 100%.
Well, I'm a COVID survivor.
Yeah. And literally I had, and dude, don't get me wrong, I know and my immune system's high and I'm young and, strong, but dude, I fought it for a week. It wasn't no picnic. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and lie. It wasn't. It's a virus.
Yeah.
But I beat it. And then the only reason I know, because when I had my knee replacement, they told me I had the antibodies in my blood. So that's how I know I had it. And I was fine, guys. It's not the end of the world, I assure you.
Like I say, I mean, if I'm to believe the media and that it's the deadliest pandemic in the history of pandemics, then I am a COVID survivor. You need to put some respect on my name.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've come through on the other side. I have beat this thing, and I did it without your vaccines. I just loaded up on some ivermectin and got it done.
I want to know what Magic Johnson's on. He got the deadliest virus we've had forever, HIV,
ivermectin,
and he's still alive. And he's thriving. And I've got Magic. I like Magic Johnson, by the way, I do. But that was in '91, and everybody was nobody freaked out then. Everybody freaked out in 2020 when this stuff hit. You remember that? 91, he announced that, had to retire. Nobody batted an eye, dude, except Karl Malone. That's it.
True enough. True, yeah, man. But one of the greatest stories when he came back to play in the Olympics. And Larry Bird and all them put their arms around him.
That's right.
I thought that was good stuff, man.
It was.
I was young, but America needed to see that because we were scared to death that you could catch AIDS sitting behind somebody in a gas station.
Yeah, if they sweated on you or something, something stupid. But it just goes to show that people still buy into the media, and that's what happened in 2020. And I did for about 3 weeks.
Well, I think most rational people said, okay, let me pump the brakes and see what's going on.
That's
here.
what we did.
But when people weren't falling dead in the streets like they were in those propaganda videos in China,
I know.
It's like maybe there's not as much to this as they tried to say it was.
Absolutely. And now it's just the boy who cried wolf with the media. I don't believe anything I see or hear.
But I don't want to let COVID go.
Yeah.
Please, COVID, stay.
You're right. And now we're the monkeypox, like really? I can't even, dude. I can't even say it with a straight face.
They screwed up their branding with the monkey.
Oh God, did they?
I mean, man, you got to get. It's all about branding.
Yeah, and then I saw the patch, the Chiquita banana sticker on your forearm. So you're good.
Yeah. All right, man. So look, we're into Anson's book, "Free to Be the Best Me," available on Amazon.com and from Anson at Start Fitness. And we're on. I don't know if it's a chapter per se, but it's a part of the book. And it's called Closing Ansonisms. And Anson's going to read this for you here.
It's chapter 10. It's toward the end, chapter 10, page 143 at the bottom. And I just thought this was kind of tied in with what we've gone over today. We were talking about consistency, discipline, dedication, all that stuff. So here we go. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to cry. It's okay to love. But it's not okay to quit. Never, ever, ever. Be relationship-oriented before goal-oriented. Then both will happen. Reality is a dream that is focused on my reality. It's not based on anyone's opinion, no matter who they are. It lies in my experience and my vision. My faith is in God, in me, and my abilities to focus on my dreams. By putting life in this priority order, my dreams will become realities. You got to go into that deep ocean. That's where the big treasure is found. It won't work for others, but if you work, you dream, you imagine, you work some more, whatever your, quote, it is, it will work for you. No one has your gifts. That's why they can't see what you can see. The same applies to me. It takes just one idea for you to change the course of history for you forever. Then get ready to frickin' work your ASS off to make it a reality. Actions beat intentions every time. Now, let me say that one more time. This is for the people in the back. Actions beat intentions every time.
Can I stop you right there?
Yes, sir.
And the first thing that comes to mind is the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah. There you go.
You can
nobody followed through.
You can pave the actions can change the direction of that road.
Clay, if I had
to heaven.
Yeah. If I had a quarter, $1 for every time somebody told me I'm fixing to do this, I'd be a multimillionaire.
Oh, yeah.
Over the course of my lifetime. That's a fact.
I'm starting my diet tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. I'll be in the gym next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting to Monday.
10 years later. Yeah. All right. It's only crazy to everyone else, whatever it is. The best part is that each of our it's are different. To positively influence people is the best way to live. Long after I have lived, I want to be known as someone who affected others, touched them, and convinced them to believe in themselves. And when I say touched, I'm talking about touched our heart.
Not like Joe Biden.
There we go. It's magical. Then others grasp into what I'm teaching, whether it benefits their physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual condition. It takes faith, passion, and conviction. But if I'm telling you I believe it, you can bet your life on it. The bottom line is I'll never stop trying to be the best me, and that includes helping you become the best you. And that's kind of what I'm talking about when I talk about the Walker lifestyle. It's a part of my life. It's a way of life, and it's a big part of my life every day.
Oh, come on down, man. Soaring eagles, fireworks, America. I'm fired up, man.
Yeah.
I may go work out this morning instead of this afternoon.
But I was one morning, Clay, we were talking about this at the break. I'm in my office, and I'm typing what I need to get we're closing out the book. And that just hit me, and I just felt like that was God sending me a text message, and bam, it came out on my computer screen. Sent it to my ghostwriter, David Jarr, and the rest is history, as they say.
And that's good stuff. I was talking to a friend the other day. She bought the book for her daughter.
Awesome.
And she sent it to her down in Florida, and they listen to the show every week, and just good stuff there.
Yeah.
You're reaching people. It's touching people.
We're going to get there, man, slowly at a time, one at a time. And like I remember years ago when I first started, I said, I'm going to change the whole world, 10,000 at a time. Now it's one person at a time. And that's one person more than I had before I got that person. You see what I'm saying? That's how small I have to do it, because I sell a product, wellness, fitness, nutrition, that 80% of the people in the state of Mississippi do not want. And no matter how good I think I am, Clay, I can't change that number. I can't.
No, I mean, it's hard. I was talking yesterday about violence in Jackson, and one of the things talked about was these violence interrupters, incredible messengers like what Benny Ivy and them do with Strong Arms in Mississippi.
Yeah.
And, there's some people that chuckle about it. I'm like, man, we as conservatives talk a lot about if I can save just one life, by the abortion, by
That's
stopping
right.
abortion, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Well, if they could save just one life doing that, that's one life saved. And
Absolutely.
it's the same with you talking about this. It's, if I can just reach one person at a time.
Yeah.
One person, it's like daily grind. If you reach one person a day, it's 365 people in a year.
Absolutely. And look, y'all, if you're listening here and you're trying to make up your mind, well, that gym sounds good and all, but it's so scary. And did it? And here, let me tell you this. We talked about it a while ago, the little small victories every day, they lead up to that big victory 3 years from now, 4 years from now. Well, Steve Tidwell from Madison, he's got West Nile virus, bit by a mosquito, I think it was 3 years ago. His backyard. He's been paralyzed from the waist down for almost 3 years.
That's where I'm at in the book.
There you go. So Steve, Monday, he came in a wheelchair. He's now on a walker, and he's slowly moving. He's with a rail. He can walk. Well, on his walker Monday morning, I grabbed the right side of the walker. I'm just holding it. He's standing up for the machine. We're getting ready to go to the next one, and he grabs the walker and he starts pushing. So he's just got one arm on the walker, and the rest of his body's on the left side, and he's walking, pushing the walker with one arm, and I'm holding the other one. He's walking, dude.
Phenomenal.
The man is walking. And so, man, I almost started crying. I looked and I said, "What the heck are you doing?" He went, "I don't know. It just happened." And like he whispered to me because he was scared it would stop. And dude, when I got done, I hugged him. I said, "Steve, you just walk, dude." And he did. He just walked with one hand on the walker. And so that's a huge deal, man. But that's 2 years of work to where we are now.
The road to heaven is paved with great actions.
Absolutely. I like that.
Is that good?
I like that.
Let's go to break on that because I'm not going to be able to one up that. You're listening to the Clay Edwards Show, joined by Anson B. Walker with thewalkerlifestyle.com. And we'll be right back on 103.9 WYAB. So we've got about 3 minutes left here with Anson B. Walker with thewalkerlifestyle.com and the author of the hit book, Free to Be the Best Me, available at Amazon.com and available from Anson B. Walker himself.
We've sold about 5,900 and change copies.
That's
already.
amazing.
Yeah,
man.
and I'm happy. I'm thrilled to death. First time to attempt it.
Yeah, to be ecstatic. I mean, that's about as many people on average that show up to a concert out at the Brandon Amphitheater or the Coliseum. I mean, so I look at it like that.
Yeah, yeah.
They tell me, man, about 7,000 people listen to the podcast or the show or whatever. I'm like, that's a sold out concert.
Absolutely.
I don't. Yep. I look at numbers differently coming from the nightclub and concert business over the years.
Big time.
So if you tell me 10,000 people downloaded or watched something I did, I'm like, that's a sold out concert.
Absolutely. Agreed.
All right, Anson, take us home for the week.
Dude, let me just close you out with this. Talking about myself, I've been through extreme childhood abuse. I've experienced extreme emotional, mental abuse at times by my father. I've been bullied. I've been picked on. I broke the law, which led to jail time. Life dealt me a broken back, broken ribs, broken tailbone, broken mind, broken body, and broken soul. Is it fair? Heck no. Does anyone else besides my family really care? No. Why? It's no one else's life. It's mine, period. Is it personal? No. It's just life, friends, and we're all trying to get through it the best we can. But through it all, God has always been there, whether or not I reached out. I wavered, but God never did. I lied, I cheated, and I stole, but God's grace was enough. I broke promises, but God keeps His promises. In life, people will hurt you. They'll lie to you, and they'll steal from you. They will disappoint you. Not all, but some will. And it's often the ones you least expect. Guess what? It will never change. Hence, that is life, friends. However, you are bigger and better than that. And all that needs to stop today. Why? Because you control three things 24/7 in your life forever. Your attitude, your effort, and how to react to difficult people and circumstances. You control your attitude, you control your effort, and how you react to difficult people and circumstances. Y'all, I'm Anson B. Walker, and I can help you change your life. My cell phone is 601-927-3208, 601-927-3208. My website, if you're not within Gluckstadt range, you're not within 30 miles of Gluckstadt, you need to get on my website, thewalkerlifestyle.com, thewalkerlifestyle.com. I can train you online. I'm training about 25 people right now, and it's been a huge success. I want to help you become the best you, and the only way I can do that is if you get in contact with me.
I like it. Look, if you missed any of this show, if you want to go back and listen to some older episodes, this is about our 12th or 13th Walker Lifestyle episode. They're all available. Go search Clay Edwards Show on any podcast or music streaming platform. And, of course, just ClayEdwardsShow.com. All the links and stuff are there, kind of one-stop shop for everything Clay Edwards Show related. And I'm talking about myself in third person, but that is how you got to do it if you want to be the big dog. All right, Anson, you're the big dog, brother. I
Dude,
appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate you. I want to see you guys win.
Win the day. Just win the day. Then you can worry about tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow to close out the week. Jim Thorne's up next, followed by Mike Madison. Peace.
Thanks for listening. Tune in tomorrow at 7 a.m. as the Clay Edwards Show discusses all that is going on in and around the city of Jackson.
This concludes our broadcast day.
Right here on 103.9 WYAB.